Hi everyone. Um, hi. I'm just going to just drop a few um words on this whole Two Faces divorce saga. This one,
People, man, nobody hacked my account.
he said nobody
I'm
hacked his
talking to
account.
one talk. Understand?
He talk what he won't talk.
I come in
He
peace.
and he came in peace. Two Face is a legend. First of all, I have to give me his accolade. He's a legend. Everybody should respect that. Please, whatever you do, don't stain his white. Don't mess his brand. Married no be by force. Na person wey dey married na him know as e dey feel. If Two Face fit come out say he no wan marry again, he know wetin him say. Do you understand? Annie on her path, anything that is happening to her today, na she want make that thing dey happen to her because she had a choice. From even before they got married, Two Face don born children in between. When they see the date, she knew Two Face had those children, and she decided to marry him. Okay, so when she was marrying that guy, what was she thinking? What was she thinking? If you're marrying a guy who has children whilst you were dating him, of course, you know very well that when you go into that marriage, you're going to live with that pain for all of your lifetime in that marriage. It's going to be every time you see those children, as much as you love them, it will remind you, what he had put you through, what Two Face had put you through. Annie, I'm talking to you. So now you marry this guy, and from all indication, you can see from even Two Face's look and everything, you go see say this guy know they happy in his marriage. He looks miserable. He looks worn out. He looks unhappy. Nigeria, please let this guy live his life. Marriage no be do or die game. That's one thing I don't understand about this whole madness about marriage in Nigeria. Marriage no be do or die thing. If you're not happy, leave. That's why a lot of people are dying in marriages. You live in a marriage, you're not happy. Two Face has a right to come out and say he doesn't want to be married anymore. He wants to just live freely as a single man. It is right. Annie, on her own part, if she wants to live and die with Two Face, it's her own business, but you cannot impose her on Two Face. You cannot force Annie to be with Two Face because Annie one day with Two Face. If Two Face don't feel say he don't do finish, he no one day. Make everybody respect wetin him talk. Make everybody respect. You no dey inside that marriage. You not just dey hear. Na wetin una dey hear. Side talk. Na no dey inside that marriage. I don't need anybody to tell me that Annie is a hard nut to crack. From that reality show, that reality TV show self, she showed herself. Somebody who actually fought with the whole cast members. Everybody. Swanky Jerry, Zari, named everybody on that cast. Annie had issues with that everybody. Literally everybody. Does that not tell you the kind of person Annie is? And you feel like Two Face has not tried. In no try. Because a cast, a reality TV where you just shoot, episodes. You sit with this cast for a few hours to shoot episodes and go back to your hotel room or where your home. You still cannot manage that. You can't stay with those people. You can't manage. You can't even behave. Say, okay, let me endure these people, tolerate them for these few hours. You were showing yourself. Everybody had issues. And the worst part is it's hard for you to even apologize. So you imagine what Two Face is facing inside his own home. So that narrative, that nonsense video you guys are trying to, put out about this guy to mess his brand. Whoever that person is, go better for that person.
Man has no business dating a teenager, a 15-year-old.
Annie had no business to, as a 15 years old girl, to be dating a 24 years old man. Sometimes we have to actually, blame these girls too. Not every time we're pushing blame on the men. What about the women? What about the women? She had no business whatsoever to be dating a 24 years old man. If that's what you guys are trying to do, you're trying to mess up with Tuface's brand.
At some point, was one of the biggest African artists. You have to keep in mind, we didn't have Whiskey, Burna Boy, Amapiano. We didn't have all of that. Europe, America, they did not know African music, but he went worldwide. So for people not to see Annie as a victim and actually make fun about her situation with Tuface, actually.
What victim, please? I want to understand. What victim? What makes her a victim? You're in a relationship that you're not happy in. You're in a relationship that is not working. This guy is cheating on you. This guy is making babies while you're with him. You leave the relationship. She was no victim to nothing. Honestly, she was no victim to anything. She had a choice to leave the relationship. She shouldn't have married him, but she decided to marry him. Maybe because she thought, oh, I can't leave this guy for anybody. I've worked so hard. I met this guy when he had nothing. Now he's blown. I can't leave him for another woman. Well, you have to suffer the consequence of your decision. She was not a victim. Please, let's stop this narrative.
She was a young girl that should have been protected by her parents when she met Tuface. And this guy started dating her with his 9 years of life experience that he was.
She herself, why was she so quick? Why was she so quick to want to date somebody who is 24 years old? Why was she so quick to do that? And like you said, her parents should have protected her. So whose fault is it? Tuface's fault.
Questionable. And she grew to just accept him and compromise and just accept that that is how a man, that's how relationships are supposed to be. She has to just accept whatever comes her way. For some people to think that it's funny that she met him at 15, but was the last woman to bear his children.
It's funny. It's funny because I, for one, if I was dating a guy and the guy actually is busy impregnating other women whilst we're together, I'll leave that relationship because I know for a fact that that relationship is unhealthy. I can't leave the relationship. I must be in that relationship, not by force. So she decided to stay. So why is it not funny? It's funny why she stayed, and it's funny why she's coming. You guys are coming out to cry
because he had like 5
about the situation.
These women are not even side chicks. These are her co-wives. It's just that he didn't marry them, but he had 2 separate relationships, had children with them before now having a child with her. Do you people understand how mentally damaged a woman has to be to not only accept that type of nonsense, but to also rationalize it, embrace the children with open heart, like not
she
even
chose to do that, my dear.
Towards those women and act as if everything is fine. Annie had her youth stolen from her by a useless man. Nobody
stole her youth from her. Nobody stole her youth from her. She wanted her youth to be stolen, and she wanted to be in this whole unhappiness because she should have made the right choice for herself. And she felt like her relationship with Tuface wasn't healthy. She should have walked out. She shouldn't have married him. That is the truth. She shouldn't have married him. I never heard. There's nowhere I hear say Tuface had her at the going point to marry him. I never hear him. Or say Tuface first and say go marry him. Or I never hear him. And she decided to marry Tuface. And that the time she married Tuface, she was an adult.
So they feel like she has access to so much. So why would we care about that? She should be happy. I don't think.
Yes, happiness is solely on her. It's her responsibility to make herself happy. Nobody, Tuface or her mama or her papa, anybody not gonna make her happy. It's Annie that has to make herself happy, and she has to choose for herself a healthy relationship that will make her happy. But if she decided or she made a decision to marry Tuface and she's unhappy, it's on her. It's not on anybody. It's not on Tuface. It's not on anybody. It's on Annie.
Infidelity and manipulation can destroy your self-esteem, destroy your self-worth, destroy even your trust in yourself.
Yes, she wanted her whole thing to be destroyed.
You start questioning your own reality. You will question things you saw with your own eyes. You can see him doing something, but he will now make you believe he did not see it. He can make you believe things that never.
And then you saw that thing. He made you believe that those things were not true. He manipulated her. That's a lie. Tuface will not manipulate Annie. Tuface doesn't look to me like somebody that would manipulate anybody. Let's be clear on that. I don't know him as a person, but he doesn't look to me like somebody that will manipulate anybody. Annie went into that relationship with her eyes wide open. She knew what she was getting into. But maybe she didn't understand the gravity, the extent, or how much that relationship would drain her. So, Tuface no do anything. Do you understand? You guys should stop spoiling this guy's brand. He's worked so hard to be where he is at the moment.